Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I myself am trying to figure out what I want to grill today. So while I do that, I thought I'd put together a quick little video. I saw this technical analysis earlier this week, and I found it very interesting. I normally don't share anything on this channel about technical analysis, but I guess it may give you an idea of what might happen in the future based on well-established, I would say, trends that occur within a market. And since I don't know how to read any of that stuff, I just like it when it goes, that way. But anyhow, take a look at it, see what you think. Tell me about it in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Check out the vid.
The people who are more used to traditional TA, let's go ahead and take a look at this from a traditional perspective, ignoring Elliott Wave for a second. We just zoom out to the 3-day chart, and we can see that essentially what we have here is one massive consolidation following our impulse from 2017. That took XRP from less than a penny, about a 20th of a penny, to $3.57 for what was at the time a 58,000% increase, or a 580x move. We haven't seen an impulse of that magnitude since 2017. And what has followed that has been literally 6 years of essentially sideways consolidation in what I believe to be one massive accumulation range, partly because of the SEC nonsense that happened that caused XRP to fail to make new highs in 2021 when most other coins did. But as I've said, that simply means that this explosion, when we get it, should be even more aggressive and more significant. To put things in perspective once again, if this really is our first wave here, our first wave of 5, it's similar to this little move that we had down here. This was the 3rd, this was the 4th, and this was the 5th. So that kind of just puts things into context about how aggressive we can expect this next move to be. This move would be the first impulsive move, macro impulsive move on XRP that we've seen since 2017, which means that every other move that we've seen since 2017 to the upside should pale in comparison to what we have coming. I think XRP, seriously, the amount of frustration and hate and absolute destruction of hope that I see on Twitter right now when it comes to XRP is incredible. Makes me so much more confident about what is to come. Makes me so much more excited to be in position on XRP for what I think is going to be a move, the likes of which is going to leave most of the market stunned as it did in 2017. There is no doubt in my mind that we're going to see an explosive move here, and I can't wait for it to get started. But yeah, new all-time highs. I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but from a non-Elliott perspective, we have essentially consolidation of higher lows and higher highs, reaching an apex, and looks like we're going to break out here soon. And a breakout of this essentially 6-year consolidation should have some pretty aggressive moves to the upside once it gets going.